RH TV championship because he wants that world belt. He wants all his attention on that world belt. So I don't know who MJF is going to pick to be his partner, but if it is Joe and him will win, and Joe will get his title shot. She does like those. You remember Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah.
She does little silent film.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
That's a dope
weird.
character, yo. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's weird. It's like too weird too. It's like weird. Like she's not saying anything. It's like you can't hear no sound or nothing. It's
I
like I
like
said,
that.
she's super invested in the character. So, um, his first pay-per-view match.
Wow.
So
I didn't
for
know that.
AEW.
Right, right,
So,
yeah.
yeah, he's gonna win.
Okay.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win. To build talent, the whole purpose is to build up credible people to be up there with you guys.
Right, right.
So let Swerve get this jump so he can keep climbing, man. This dude is blowing up. Like you can't. It's just like in WWE right now with Sami Zayn and LA Knight. These dudes are red hot. Let these dudes keep growing. Like the problem sometimes with wrestling companies, man, they don't want to push. Like when people are hot, man, you got to keep pushing them. You got to keep showcasing
Yeah,
because you don't want them to lose that momentum. Because if they lose momentum, fans gonna stop caring about them, and you're gonna be like, "What if, man? What if I should have pushed that talent a little bit harder?" And then you
yeah,
maximizing your profits, you maximizing the exposure, you maximizing more fans interested in your product, yo. Like you gotta
yeah.
gotta capitalize when the iron is hot, yo.
I agree. Okay, I was thinking the same thing, and that was before I knew that this was his first pay-per-view match.
Yeah,
But I was just looking at the people in the match. I'm like, this is very popular people, like they're very
yeah,
popular characters. I was
for
like,
sure.
and I feel like people really like them. And I was like, I kind of feel like they're gonna pull a
Especially
win.
Christian has been blowing it out the park with his character he's doing now. Because
Really?
his character is funny, yo. He's like this guy who's like a father figure for lost kids. And it's like he's always talking about their fathers because and then in hindsight these wrestlers fathers are dead and
Oh,
he's like I read about you and your father who happens to be dead and I'm like yo this dude he's sad, man.
that's crazy.
He's been going on another level with his character. It's hilarious.
Not to segue, but that's really crazy how like the bigger companies and like record labels and movie, all like the bigger companies how they'll do stuff like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's insane. Um, my boy, he's not really my boy, but I just think he's funny. Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley
Hilarious.
and an international championship.
This is an interesting match. This is an interesting match. The reason why it's interesting is because of the fact that Moxley get beaten like that and then come back to the pay-per-view and get beaten again. Nah, it's not gonna happen. Nah. Here he are. Welcome to the Nerds of Light channel tonight. I'm your host, J Rowe.
And from Casso.
Welcome. Today we're gonna do an AEW Full Gear preview show for the upcoming pay-per-view, Full Gear. So I'm ready for this show. I think this is going to be I think it's a pretty jam-packed show. I do think it's going to be a lot of surprises in store for the fans. And also, I think it's going to be a lot of good matches. I think AEW never really skimps on having the matches. I just think the stories at times have suffered. But this matches, the quality of the matches has always been high.
Yeah. Well, I think so too. And just looking at this card, I think it's gonna be a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
before we jump into the card, don't forget everybody to click like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Well, I'm gonna let you take the ship now. Go ahead and do that. So what we're gonna do is Crump is gonna ask me predictions for the match card, and we'll go from there and talk about the event.
All right. I'm excited about this because as y'all know, for those who've been following us, y'all know how I am. But for those who are maybe new to the channel, I'm not a huge like wrestling fan. Like I think wrestling is dope, but I don't really follow like Jerome. He's like a fanatic. Me, not so much. But I do like wrestling. I do enjoy it. So just seeing things like this kind of get me hype again. Like just looking at the card or whatever. And it's funny because you said earlier you think it's gonna be a pretty good one, like pretty action packed or whatever.
Dude.
And I really wanted to start from what I thought were gonna be like the lamer matches, like the best ones.
Yeah.
But all these matches look so good though. I didn't even know where to start. So I'm just gonna I'm about to just pick a random one, I guess, because I don't even know where
Yeah,
to
I mean,
start.
you don't have to go in order. I mean, what, like, because I don't even know what the match order is going to be. So do what you got to do.
Yeah. All right, so we can start. We can start here. Let's start with this TBS Championship with Chris Statlander, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart. What you got?
Ooh, that's a triple threat. So,
Yeah.
uh, I think old girl's losing the belt. I think Chris Statler is losing her belt to
Uh,
Julia Hart.
hmm.
Yeah, so this kind of like the little background story is, well, Julia Hart plays this witch-like character, and she sprayed mist, like demonic mist, on Sky Blue, and it's changed her personality type. So she's not the same character that she used to be.
Uh,
So now, like, is Chris Statler is basically fighting two. Probably she's probably going to be fighting,
like a 2-on-1.
have more of a 2-on-1 match, but I still think Sky Blue is going to be out for herself a little bit, but also think that something's going to happen, some bells and whistles that's going to make Julia Hart the new champion. And she's improved wrestling wise leaps and bounds, because before she was kind of like a very you can tell she was a beginner, but you can
Yeah.
see that she's picked up her game, and in
That's good.
character wise too, she's picked it up.
I think it's gonna be an interesting one, and I didn't know that back storyline either. So that's gonna be kind of dope. It's gonna be kind of dope. We're gonna hop into the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with I think I'm gonna take it to the Young Bucks. Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and
Ooh,
Jericho.
ooh, ooh. So what you don't know, the stipulation for this match is Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega have been teaming lately. And
Oh,
Young Bucks don't like it because the Young Bucks, Kenny and Hangman Adam Page, are in a group called the Elite. So the Bucks don't like the fact that Kenny is hanging with Jericho. And Kenny, basically the stipulations for the match is, if Kenny and Jericho win, they get the Bucks number one contendership for the tag belts.
oh wow.
And if the Bucks win, Jericho and Kenny, their team breaks up.
Okay, that's crazy. And stakes are kind of high then. That's crazy.
So I'm gonna go with a shocker. I'm actually gonna go with Kenny and Jericho beating them.
Hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if my opinion matters much. Like I said, I don't really follow like
Go
WWE,
ahead, go
but
ahead, go ahead,
I'm
go
not gonna
ahead.
lie. I was actually thinking the same thing based on what you just told me and what I know of Jericho and everything. Like I was thinking the same thing. I think they're gonna come up with the win.
But I do have something. I do think something else may happen though. So hear me out. I think if my prediction comes true, I think the Bucks are turning complete heel. They'll be heel. They'll turn heel.
Mm.
But what could happen is if Swerve, no pun intended, Kenny turns on Jericho, or
Wow.
Jericho turns on Kenny, so that it was like kind of like a master plan kind of thing to have them broken up, so Jericho can get Kenny by himself and vulnerable.
Huh. That would be a crazy twist. That would be a crazy twist. I kind of hope that happens now. Just I want to see that happen. That'd be crazy. We can move on to the next one.
Okay.
Uh, let's go with hmm. Damn, I don't even know. The AEW Women's World Championship. Tony Storm versus Miss Sheeta. What you got?
So the backstory with this, Tony Storm basically became like a 1950 character. Like every time so she's like, she does, her whole character is like in black and white.
I noticed that, like even on the card, her picture's in black and white, and I was
Yeah.
like, "That's crazy."
Yeah. So like, yeah. So she's probably gonna win because of the fact that this character has kind of risen into a little bit of popularity with not just the AEW fans, but also like wrestling pundits, like people like reviewers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they
That's
might.
actually a kind of a dope concept, I think. It's a dope character. A storyline to go with
I'm
that.
not really moved. I don't really have interest in it like that, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know people who rave about it. I've seen some videos about people who raving about it. So, yeah, I think it's like, it's a character. It's
Yeah.
it doesn't have to click for everybody to be a good character.
Right. Out of curiosity, are her like back scenes and whatnot, like when they show like the like the cut scenes and stuff like in the locker room or whatever, do they put that in black and white too?
They put it in black and white, and
That's dope.
she does like those. You remember Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah.
She does little silent film.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
That's a dope
weird.
character, yo. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's weird. It's like too weird too. It's like weird. Like she's not saying anything. It's like you can't hear no sound or nothing. It's
I
like I
like
said,
that.
she's super invested in the character. So
I really like that. Maybe it's me. I really like that. I think that's dope. That's dope. But you got her winning though, yeah, because her
I got
I
to
guess
win.
upgoing popularity and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you, something that you weren't expecting me to bring up. If you're ready for that.
Okay.
So since we're already on the topic of Tony Storm, what is this quest for gold or whatever? Like what Hollywood Homecoming? What is that about? Do you know what that is?
The quest for gold.
Yeah, something with Tony Storm, the Hollywood Homecoming, Quest for Gold or something. I assume it's some other side thing or whatever, not an actual match.
Yeah, it's
I
like
assume
the thing is in L.A.
okay.
Full Gear
So
to L.A. It's her quest for gold. Like get her gold. Like get championship.
oh, okay, so that's what okay, so it's not like an actual like event, it's more
Yeah.
like I guess like propaganda or whatever for her to win
Yeah,
the
it's like
belt.
no, that's
Okay,
her.
gotcha.
That's her. That's that little thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's really dope, yo. I don't know. I'm kind of mad. I'm just not finding out about her. I really like that. That's dope to me. That's dope. Okay. All right. Cool. I got you. I'm up to speed. All right. Dang, I don't even know where to go from here. Man.
Just pick.
Dang, I don't know stuff. I'm gonna
Just
go
pick.
with yeah, I'm gonna go with Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne, Adam Copeland, Darby Allin, and Sting. Who you got them
Uh,
versus the trios match?
Adam Copeland, Darby, and Sting. This is Adam
Huh.
Copeland's first Edge first his first pay-per-view match.
Wow.
So
I didn't
for
know that.
AEW, for AEW.
Right,
So,
yeah.
yeah, he's gonna win.
Okay.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing, and that was before I knew that this was his first pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
But I was just looking at the people in the match. I'm like, this is very popular people, like they're very
Yeah.
popular characters. I was
For
like,
sure.
and I feel like people really like them. And I was like, I kind of feel like they're gonna pull a
Especially
win.
Christian has been blowing it out the park with his character he's doing now. Because
Really?
his character is funny, yo. He's like this guy who's like a father figure for lost kids. And it's like he's always talking about their fathers, and then in hindsight, these wrestlers' fathers are dead. And
Oh,
he's like, I read about you and your father who happens to be dead. And I'm like, yo, this dude, he's sad. Man. He's been
that's
on
crazy.
he's been going on another level with his character. It's hilarious.
Got a question for you,
Yeah.
Adam Copeland. Y'all don't kill me for this for not knowing this, but I literally just found this out like tonight. When did he start going by Adam Copeland?
He can't go
That's
by Edge because that's a
why not?
WWE name.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
Adam Copeland
like,
is his real name. So like, yeah,
right. But so
yeah.
okay, maybe help me understand this, and maybe I don't know if you have the answers for this or not, and if you don't, that's cool. I can try to figure it out. But so if Edge is a WWE name, what
Mhm.
about other people like
That's
Sting or whatever? Like,
trademark. Like his
so
trademark by WWE. Sting is
that's crazy,
trademark. Sting is his
right?
trademark by WWE.
That's crazy. How do you let him trademark his name? Like, that's crazy. Wow.
Well, he probably never thought he was leaving WWE.
Right. Well, yeah. That's still crazy though.
Yeah,
For them to
like,
have his
he
name
ain't like the
trademarked like
Rock. The
that.
Rock owns his name. Stone Cold Steve Austin owns his name.
Right.
So
That's crazy. Wow. Bro, that's insane. Bro, I really not to segue, but that's really crazy how like the bigger companies and like record labels and movie, all like the bigger companies how they'll do stuff like that. That's crazy.
yeah, for sure.
That's insane. All right. let's go with my boy. He's not really my boy, but I just think he's funny. Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley
Or
and an international championship.
this is an interesting match. This is an interesting match. The reason why it's interesting is because of the fact that Moxley destroyed him the first match.
I was
Destroyed
gonna
him.
say, this is a rematch. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah.
destroyed him. However, Orange Cassidy has been wanting to get his face back because of that destruction. So now plays the question, like, will it be another squash or will it actually be competitive? I think it's going to be competitive. I also still think John Moxley is going to beat him.
Oh, wow. Wow. Huh. So that's interesting to hear because like would it be in a rematch and everything, and especially if Orange Cassidy really is really trying to like, get back that badly, I would think they would be the victor. Now I don't know a lot about John Moxley, but I know like Orange Cassidy is pretty light character or whatever.
Moxley. I like Moxley too. Moxley's just edgy. He's edgy and he's very authentic. He is who he is. Like that's what I like about Mox.
Okay. Okay. Uh, trying to see who we got next. Who I didn't ask to talk about. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let's take it to. Okay, gotcha. Sorry about that. Had a little delay. All right. This crazy tag match. This says World Tag Team Championship match. This is a 4-way tag match, which to me just seems insane. So we got the House of Black.
Okay.
Who else we got? Ricky Starks and Big Bill. We got LFI, and then we got what FTR. Like, how do you?
Yeah, LFI for those who don't know is La Fashion and Nobla.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I did this one. This is one of the ones, and I granted again, I'm not a big fan, so I don't. A lot of these I'm not 100% on,
Yeah.
but this is one of the ones I literally have zero idea. I got nothing, so I'm really curious to see like who you think.
Well, I mean, I definitely tell you that I'm pretty confident that Ricky Starks and Big Bill are going to keep the belts.
Really?
Yeah, I do think because they just got the belts.
Okay.
So, yeah, and right now is in the time for them to lose the belts because they got to grow into a tag team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think they're gonna win. They're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a good match though.
I mean, that makes sense. Logically, that makes sense. They just got their belts, and that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm happy to see Ricky Starks on the card too, because Ricky Starks has been like putting feet to pavement. He's been working. He's been grinding. So
okay. I think that'd be a crazy one. Just the fact that it's a 4-way tag match, I think it's gonna be insane. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh, you know it's gonna go out of control because of the fact that it's 4 teams. Can't control.
Yeah, right. I'm saying like it's gonna be chaos. Let's move on to this AEW World Championship. We got MJF and Jay White.
Ooh, okay. MJF without question.
Without question?
Without
question. Why so confident?
Dude's the champion. He's not gonna lose. So he just got beat up on Dynamite. He just got beat up by Jay White and his boys. You're not gonna have your champion beaten like that and then come back to the pay-per-view and get beaten again. Nah, it's not gonna happen. Nah. Jay White has already pinned him in a 4-way in an 8-man tag match. He's not gonna pin MJF again. He's not gonna do it. MJF's winning the match.
And Dynamite was last week, right?
No, Dynamite was Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Got you.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I really want to say you're right, but I'm curious now. I'm curious now.
Dude, watch what I tell you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and ride this MJF train to the next one.
Okay.
I'm really curious about this too. So we got the Guns versus MJF.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing right now. I'm not gonna stop you. Keep going, but I like what you're doing.
We got the Guns versus MJF and to be announced.
Yeah.
How does that work?
So basically, MJF and Adam Cole were the tag champs. Adam Cole's hurt with an injury, so he can't compete with MJF. So MJF has wrestled with the RH belts by himself in order to keep the belts until Adam gets back. I have a rant about the RH stuff. I think they should stop doing the RH stuff with AEW because even though Tony Khan owns AEW and RH, is diluting both products by you mix and matching the ROH and the AEW stuff on each other's shows. Like if it's an AEW show, focus on AEW.
Yeah.
Don't put RH in there because all it's doing is confusing the people.
And it's funny you said that. That's the perfect word because I was about to say I was confused.
Yeah. So like you, like as a casual, you're sitting there like, why is RH in AEW? Like I don't understand this.
Right. I was really confused until you explained it just now. I didn't know he owned
like it's just. I mean, yeah, he owns it. He wants, and it's like, dude, we understand you're trying to expose like ROH, but at the same time, you're hurting AEW with that. So
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think MJ. So Samoa Joe has been petitioning himself to be his partner, but the only way that he will be his partner is if he gives him a title shot, a world title shot. And Samoa Joe basically relinquished his RH TV championship because he wants that world belt. He wants all his attention on that world belt. So I don't know who MJF is going to pick to be his partner, but if it is Joe and him will win, and Joe will get his title shot. So because Joe ain't doing it for the goodness of his heart, he wants that title shot. He wants that belt. So
wow, that's gonna be a good one.
But I do think MJF's gonna win.
Okay, All right, we only got one last one.
That's why I said I knew what you was doing. I picked up on
it. Your boy. We got Swerve versus Hangman Adam Page, and it's a rematch, and it's a Texas Death Match, which I want you to elaborate on because me being a casual, I'm not even familiar with Texas Death Matches. Like, what is that? What are the rules?
It's basically a death match. It's basically like it's a hardcore match. They're going balls to the wall. They're gonna like try to kill each other, and this is gonna be. It's probably gonna be blood, and it's probably gonna be like insanity.
That's what I like.
I have a little bit of a rant. So Dynamite this previous Wednesday, they had a face-to-face to talk about the match, and they couldn't touch each other. So the week before on Dynamite, Hangman Adam Page beat Swerve with a chair and then did a move. He slammed him through a table, knocked him out. So on this past week's Dynamite, a couple days ago, Swerve didn't get a chance to say a word. Hangman took the microphone and just basically just said all he wanted to say, and Swerve didn't have a chance to retort. And I didn't like that because I'm saying we were on a face-to-face, so we want to be able to see both of you guys go promo to promo.
Yeah.
Like, don't sit there and just go all the way like that. So,
right.
I mean, it was an impassioned promo by Hangman Page, but at the same time, to me, I still think he can be kind of boring, but he's not a bad wrestler by any stretch. He's just not, to me, he's not entertaining. He doesn't make me root for him a lot. So I'm gonna pick Swerve again. So Swerve won the first match. And this is some bias because Swerve's that's my favorite wrestler at AEW.
I was gonna ask you, this unbiasedly or what? I was gonna
no, he's my favorite wrestler in AEW. Him and Kenny Omega are my two favorites. And it's Kenny, Swerve, and it's Samoa Joe. Those are my three favorites. But hence the shirt. So but no, seriously, like Swerve, I think the Swerve rocket ship is it keeps going. Because my thing is like this dude he's been blowing up ever since he came back and he challenged Hangman to the first match. So like he beat Hangman. He's been like promos have been good. His character work has been great. In-ring work has never disappointed. dude is like on a mission, yo. He's on a mission to become like the first AEW Black World Champion. So it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. And I do think that in order for that to happen, he gotta beat Hangman again. He gotta beat him again. Especially after he just got like he didn't get a chance to say anything on Dynamite with the promo with the face to face, and then he got knocked out by Hangman the week before. So you gotta win this. You gotta win this. You gotta win this match because if Hangman wins this match, it basically dilutes the whole feud because of the fact that it makes Swerve look like a chump. And it shouldn't be like that. You're supposed to be trying to build talent.
Yeah.
You're supposed to elevate your talent. And this is supposed to elevate Swerve. So I'm going with Swerve.
I agree. I was actually thinking that Swerve was going to take this one too. And it's funny you answered. I was going to ask you a question, but you actually answered it with your explanation about. So not only do I think he's going to win, but I think, like you said, because of the whole championship thing too. I know he's been like trying to climb this ladder, and I think this is going to put him in a perfect position to do so. So yeah, I think he's taking it.
And another thing, Hangman ain't gonna lose anything by losing this match. He's still considered one of the I don't want to say forefathers. He's considered one of the pillars of AEW, like of like he's on that high echelon group. So like like he ain't losing anything by losing this feud. You can lose a feud. It's okay. The whole purpose is to build talent. The whole purpose is to build up credible people to be up there with you guys.
Right.
So let Swerve get this jump so he can keep climbing, man. This dude is blowing up. Like you can't. It's just like in WWE right now with Sami Zayn and LA Knight. These dudes are red hot. Let these dudes keep going. Like the problem sometimes with wrestling companies, man, they don't want to push. Like when people are hot, man, you got to keep pushing them. You got to keep showcasing because you don't want them to lose that momentum. Because if they lose momentum, fans gonna stop caring about them, and you're gonna be like, "What if I should have pushed that talent a little bit harder?" And then you maximizing your profits, you maximizing the exposure, you maximizing more fans interested in your product, yo. Like you gotta capitalize when the iron is hot, yo.
I agree 100%. And that's even better reason, like you said, why I think Swerve is he's gonna take it.
Swerve better win.
Yeah. Well,
anything else you want? I mean, so?
Nah, that's it. I was gonna say we could run through a quick recap real quick just to make sure we got them all. So for the triple threat, the TBS championship, you said you got Julia Hart come out the victory.
Julia Hart.
So Chris is gonna take that loss of the championship.
Yep.
Trying to go in the same order I went in. I forgot the order I went in already. But Kenny Omega and Jericho, you got them winning over the Young Bucks.
Got them winning.
See, you got Tony Storm pulling the victory.
Yep.
For the Women's World Championship.
Yep. Tony's your new champion.
Yeah. Then we got what else? Orange Cassidy and Moxley. You say you got Moxley winning.
I got Moxley winning. I wouldn't be surprised if Cassidy wins, but I'm still going with Moxley.
Okay. And then we got the trios match: Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne.
Yep, Adam Copeland, Sting, and Darby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we got we got that crazy tag champ, that 4-way tag.
Yep, Ricky Starks and Bobby and Big Bill. Yep.
Big Bill, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a really good one.
Yep.
Then we got MJF. You got him taking the victory over Jay
White. MJF winning both of his matches.
Both matches, that one and the one against the Guns.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who his partner gonna be.
I am too. That's gonna be crazy. I'm really wondering if it is gonna be Samoa Joe. That'd be crazy. And then you got Swerve taking the victory in the Texas Death match against Adam Page.
What I think may happen with the MJF tag matches, like he may go at it alone first, and then right when he needs a tag, someone's gonna Samoa Joe.
That would be crazy.
He's gonna have no choice but to tag him, and then they're gonna win the match.
That would be crazy. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Another thing too, Tony Khan has bragged about he's signed a new talent, and they're going to be debuting on Saturday. So a lot of people are guessing if it's going to be Will Ospreay or Mercedes Monet or another wrestler. I think it's gonna be Mercedes. I think it's Mercedes. And Mercedes is I don't know if you remember her name is Sasha Banks. She used to be in WWE.
I don't remember. I probably look up to see her face, but I don't remember. Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
Wow. That's gonna be yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, Full Gear is looking to be a pretty good event.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we at this point just sit back and wait. See if your predictions are right, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready. All right. Anything else you want to add before we close out?
Good. I just gotta wait in anticipation. I'm good.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Again, thank you for all the viewership as well as listening to us go through this card. Don't forget to click like, comment, subscribe, as well as share. And give us your predictions. Let us know who you think is going to win. All right. And another thing before we close. The devil character who's been tormenting like MJ, he's been around MJF's like storyline right now. So like anytime MJF has done stuff, a devil character will pop out of nowhere, and they don't know if it's him or if it's another character. Not another, sorry, another wrestler.
Yeah.
That people have been trying to speculate, will that character reveal who he is on Full Gear? I'm gonna say yeah. I think he will. I think that character will reveal who he is in Full Gear. So
That
we're
would be
gonna see.
dope. Yeah.
But
Huh.
again, thank you everybody. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna check you out after Full Gear. We'll talk to you soon. We're out.
Out.